First quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Darnold on first down. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down. So, Charles, first drive here, little safe completion underneath. Maybe get some rhythm, get your feet wet, so to speak.
I agree, and I like it because it's a lot like a basketball game when you're getting started and you pass the ball around so everyone touches it early and gets involved in the game. In this case, it's not just dumping it to a back and he's able to run with the ball, but you get your offensive linemen involved because they get to get out and run and hit people in the open field. Everyone getting their feet wet early.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Darnold now to throw. And he will find the rookie from LSU, Terrace Marshall. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. It's a Carolina first down on a gain of 16. A shotgun snap for Darnold. His throw incomplete. He was looking for Isaiah McKenzie that time. And now it's 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now it's Darnold. For Marshall, that's complete. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And that one off the mark, a little late with a throw. 4th down now looming after Philly's defense stands tall in coverage. On 4th down, Joseph Charlton on to punt. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And he'll get credit for putting him inside the 20 as the fair catch is made right at about the 19-yard line. That'll go in the books as just a 16-yard punt. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. He'll get this complete to Jalen Reagor. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. First down carry by Sanders, well defensed as they'll hold him to just a couple. 2nd down coming up. Well, this defense for the Panthers, they were very good in the win over Dallas a week ago.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and try to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver? They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
2nd down, back to Sanders. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
Well, this defense for the Panthers, they were very good in the win over Dallas a week ago.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times in the win.
The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down. Throwing is Hurts. And this is caught by Watkins. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It'll be a gain of 16 for number 16. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
They're trying for Rager, but it's intercepted. A.J. Boye with a pick.
So problems with errant passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week, and now another here in this 1st quarter.
Sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback who's simply trying to do too much. Feels like he's trying to make up for what he did last week, and he can't do it all on one throw.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. The stop was made by Jannard Avery.
Defenses always have a goal of holding a runner under 100 yards. Well, he went over 150 last week, won NFC Player of the Week award honors. And guess what? He's got a chance to do it again because of that vision he has. He sees holes that maybe don't exist.
Second and 5 now. Darnold.
He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey.
No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Brandon, just mark that under the category of just not successful. Trying to throw the ball, just didn't work on that one.
Completed it. No yardage.
49's the mic. 49's the mic. Let's go. 49's the mic. Watch 49.
Here's Darnold.
That's caught. It's McCaffrey again.
And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the 1st down. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And here's Joseph Charlton now,
as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Time for our first check of the NFL scoreboard. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Looking here for Smith downfield. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
Isaiah McKenzie now on the return.
And he returns this to the 22.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no point. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly.
So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13.
Mike, 57. Quit talking about it and bring it. 57's the Mike. Watch 57.
Another try after the first down sack. Darnold.
He'll dump this one off to Hubbard.
And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. To throw is Darnold. And that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far offensively or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
And here we go on 4th. Darnold eluding the pressure right. Oh, hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Eagles are going to take over in great field position.
They'll fake the give to Sanders, and now Hurts.
Escaping the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
I think we could all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into a bigger point. They're thinking it.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30.
Brian Burns able to collapse the pocket, get to him, and drop him for a loss of a yard. Hurts.
Airing it out deep for Smith. He will find Smith in the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Devontae Smith.
2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Eagles add on to their lead. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Returning it, Isaiah McKenzie. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free, and there's another example, another incompletion.
The Panthers on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 7. Darnold from the gun. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Panther first down. Back to throw, Darnold. And his throw is incomplete.
Tommy Tremble, the intended target.
And it's 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
He's got the first down and more past midfield. And finally brought down right at the midfield stripe. Darnold on target to Moore for the Panther first. 2 minutes to play first half. It's 14-0. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. 2nd and 10.
From the 50, it's Darnold. He'll drop it off to McCaffrey. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
One of the more productive and durable players up until last year. Remember, in 2019, 116 catches, which was an all-time record for NFL running backs. Trying to come back from an injury-filled 2020, just 17 catches on the year. Sure is great to see him back on the field doing his thing.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. And this will be a long field goal if the skies were clear. But here in the rain and the elements, they'll go for it on 4th. They snap it. They're going for it. Here's Darnold. That's to his running back. Complete. McCaffrey with a first down and more. But he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Throwing again is Darnold. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
49.
On 2nd and 10, Darnold. Throw left side. McCaffrey's got it. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. 23 yards, the final tally.
And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown.
Christian McCaffrey.
His 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Panthers are on the board here in the final minute of the first half.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
And with a 14-7 lead, they might just be happy to take this thing on into the tunnel. He'll fire it deep for Rager. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
Dante Jackson picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Thought he had the pick. Flag comes in for PI, so cancel it out.
Interference. Oh, a killer for them. Thought they had a nice play. Instead, there'll be marginal yardage against them.
On first down, Hurts.
That's going to be caught. Touchdown.
Quez Watkins.
As the first half is winding down.
And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. What I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half, and that'll give us momentum going into the second half. Give us that cushion that we're looking for. They got that accomplished, scoring right before the half ended.
McKenzie returning it.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they will not really have time to do much of anything. 15 seconds, all that remains before halftime. On first down, it's Darnold. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
49, guys. Mike, 49. Watch QB jump. Watch QB jump.
To throw again on second down. Darnold. Flush to his right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. It's Quentin Dunbar with a pick. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. So we've reached halftime here, and it's our visitors, the Eagles, leading this one. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down. Hurts sets up to throw it. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, didn't look his way at all in the first half. And I'll bet you the offense coordinator made a note at the half and said, let's get him involved because he could be a big-time playmaker for us.
Flushed out right. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. But pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the third quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive.
Touchdown, Panthers. Tommy Trimble. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Panthers use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They'll go again with Sanders. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
On third down, they'll run it with Sanders. They're looking for a lane, but none to be found for Sanders as they stop him short of the line to gain.
Call it no gain there, and it leads to a fourth down. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position. On first down, Darnold. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Hubbard. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Here's Darnold. Forced out to his left. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. That's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
Darnold will hand off to McCaffrey.
And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown.
Christian McCaffrey.
His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And that will tie our game here in the third. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover.
Third quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10.
They'll set up to throw. He's going to look deep for Watkins.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by the rookie J.C. Horn.
And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Rodney McLeod up to make the tackle.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now Darnold. And he's got McCaffrey open, complete. 4 yards on the pickup, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
Well, sometimes it's hard to take your eyes off this guy at the linebacker position. He can really cover some ground, and he did there to make that play.
Darnold on 3rd down. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey.
And he is going to have a Panthers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10.
Darnold completes it.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Darnold gets this to McCaffrey.
And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone.
That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. They'll run out of the gun. It's Hubbard. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
From the 17, Darnold checks this down to Hubbard. And the Panthers are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line. A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. It'll be a pickup of 8 and a good first step there with 2nd and goal coming up.
And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
Again, McCaffrey. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey with touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year. And the Panthers have taken the lead. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. From the 10. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. A.J. Boye up to make the tackle. From the 29, Hurts. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. They find some open field here. And he is finally out of bounds, but not before taking it down inside the 30.
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape because you know he's a heck of a player. But he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Hurts. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Brian Burns in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Yetur Gross-Matos. He's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up 4th down. The Eagles send out their punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. He was brought down by Eric Wilson. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Here's Darnold. He'll get this out right here to McCaffrey.
This is something you got to be wary of defensively. And just because they're in the moment trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. They got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for second down. If they want to take another shot and try to loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
They'll try and burn some clock now with McCaffrey. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. So they come up on second down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. Instead of running, Darnold's going to throw this thing. And he'll find his man on the out route. That's Marshall. And he is taken down deep in Philadelphia territory. That's evidence of why you spend a high draft pick on a receiver, isn't it, Charles?
It certainly is. His ability to make plays like that, and we've seen flashes of it from him so far in his rookie season. But also, it opens things up for the rest of the offense because they have to bring their attention to him as well.
Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Again, McCaffrey. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. The Eagles will take their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now Darnold. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Touchdown! Christian McCaffrey from 8 yards out. And the Panthers are closing in on a 4-1 start as they extend their fourth quarter lead. Gonzalez to add the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. From the 6. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
From the gun, it's Hurts.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Hurts.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Dante Jackson picks it.
Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Darnold is going to take a knee, and that should just about do it. So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense